So you guys are here to play Claim the Stars, our tabletop Savage Worlds adventure today. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. If it's funny, as the GM, I should remember right where we left off. Did you guys? I cannot remember. Did you guys actually make it into your ship, or were you in the? You were on the landing shuttle heading towards your ship, which was trying
watching our ship
be recovered.
Trying to readjust.
Got it. Okay, because that is a distinct difference. Okay. All right. Difference there. Okay. Or as in story and what could happen.
I mean, yes, session. we definitely made it to the ship already.
Yeah, big difference. And last question. I did not put Adira's token in the last battle. You never distinctly said where she was. I assumed she was still.
I assumed she stayed on the ship.
Okay. All right. Kudos on you for being honest about that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I had also assumed that she was staying on the ship. She didn't seem like she was trained for or SWAT breach that chat requested.
Yeah. That's fun. Very true. Very true. So, okay. Very cool. So, first let's dump out those beanies. Set those adventure cards for you guys. Also, when we resolve this combat encounter, I think that when you guys get a chance to take a rest, we will have the opportunity to get an advance. So, keep that in mind, guys.
I will need another adventure card because I got Dark Bargain again.
It did not give you enough adventure cards, huh? Okay.
Well, no, it gave me the wrong one because I can't play this one, so it says discard and redraw if you ever get this card again.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that gives me the extra.
Got it. There you
extra bits. Thank you.
Oh yeah, because you can't play it again. Okay. Camera. Okay, much better, much better. And I got the bennies right. You get 2 now. Right. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So as far as how we're gonna handle Cliff, I guess one of you guys can play him until we figure out something else. So, sound good?
Okay.
All right. So, but anyways, so right now you guys are heading towards your ship, and you see it kind of like reasserting itself in orbit, and by the artificial intelligence, and it's just kind of reassert itself in space. You don't see where it got attacked from or what happened to it. You just saw like space debris, like exploding out from it. Honestly, you don't know if it got attacked or whatnot, but that's just an assumption. That's a pretty solid assumption. And you just see it, the AI trying to like reassert it and reestablish some sort of control over it. So, but real quickly, we will just kind of, you go around and tell us who you're playing, and we'll start with Matt as usual. And we usually swap it around actually, but we'll start from left to right this time. And Matt, tell us who you're playing today, man.
I am playing Arthur Haeckel. He is a young scientist and inventor. His sister is currently on board the Griffin Explorer. She's also a scientist. Managed to save her in previous sessions. We'll see if she still survives. But yeah.
Yep. Oh, Shaun, who are you playing?
So I am playing Spencer Witt. He is the group psychic, just recently turned 16. So he is no longer a minor, but he originally came to the crew as a stowaway on their ship. He was quickly found out, and he was on the run from Kanuklava, as I always say, the space mafia who used to work for. They were sort of exploiting him for his psychic abilities. He has the ability to read minds, and they found that. But he's been hanging out with the crew, trying to keep a low profile, and just kind of staying on the run, trying to keep away from the bad guys that would be after him if they knew where he was.
Well, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not the town Clava that's here right now. So, and
Oh,
Brandon.
Yeah, I had not thought of that.
Yeah, Brandon. And who are you playing?
I'm playing Clint Burl. He is the newest addition to the Griffin Explorer and is the pilot.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and he's the
We still
pilot.
haven't-
Sorry, yeah, he's the one that's going to get him out of this jam. Hopefully, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Unless
Dale,
it
do you want to add
rolls
about him?
the same
We
roll
hope.
3 times in a row. Not particularly. I mean, we still have yet to discover a whole bunch about Clint. We just know that he came from Vicanian space, and he has at a couple points shared a couple of fun stories. But other than that,
Cool, very cool. So, all right, so we will, like I said, we'll pick up right where we left off. You guys are pushing the alpha drive of the landing shuttle as hard as you can, I'm imagining, and pushing off in that direction. So we're actually going to turn straight on into combat because that is what's necessary in this moment. Because we're talking about a matter of seconds for all the situation here right now for you guys. So that's what we're going to do here. And so we're going to put you guys... the civilians and stuff like that, they're basically just going to act on your turn orders. So you guys just try to help me keep track of that, guys, for me, okay? And you guys are going to how we do this in space combat. Everyone that's watching, well, hopefully it doesn't kill the stream. For some reason, I just dropped frames like crazy.
uh-oh.
We lose Shane.
That's not good. Oh, it's back.
Oh, I'm back. Good deal.
Or not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sort of back.
Does I'm good. Okay, good. Small spike. Okay, good deal. I'm back. Okay, so for people who are watching the stream right now, basically what we do in Savage Worlds is we set up the combat track with action cards, and we set up with vehicle combat. Basically, we put the vehicle itself in the combat tracker, and then we put the player characters in underneath it because they all act on the same initiative as the vehicle. So that's how it'll act. That's how it'll work. And then all the bad guys will basically just be put in as a vehicle as well. So but they won't know who's there and that kind of stuff and who's going after them right now. So it'll be invisible to them. And at this moment. And so yeah, that's what's happening right now. And but you guys are all in the combat tracker. So we're gonna go ahead and roll cards and stuff. Okay, so you've scored initiative. The Griffin Explorer has got first initiative, guys. So each of you guys can tell me what you're doing in this first scene, this first round. And I'm just kind of putting you guys out there somewhere while I'm laying out cards. So what are you guys doing?
And did you say that the Griffin Explorer managed to stabilize, or is it still just kind of corkscrewing?
It looks like it's just trying to it looks like it's trying to settle up right now, but it's getting itself pretty settled up pretty good. Like it's still kind of like swerving and spinning around a little bit, but it's getting more stabilized, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're wondering
and-
if you're going to get pilot penalties for lining up with the car, like the landing bays, you will get penalties, but not near as bad as it would have been.
Okay, that's fine. And that's exactly what Clint's going to try to do is land the shuttle in the Griffin. So he's going to.
Okay, I'm
kinda
thinking.
review the
I'm thinking like a maneuver to reach there in time in this initiative.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's look at the adventure player's guide. Yeah, a piloting check to push it. right? Because normally you can move 1 inch each turn, right? So a piloting check to move 2 inches, essentially. That's how we're doing it.
So as far as the distances go, is it going to be the push it just to reach it, and then next turn I can attempt a landing, or the push it will be enough to get us there, and then it's like a second action to try and land us?
If you want to land gently, then yes, it'll be a separate piloting action to land it. If you want to just shove it in there and slam it into the wall, no action. But then everybody will have to make collision damage rolls. If you do it that way.
Well, I don't want to slam everybody into the wall, but
yeah. But there is no
get it done on the
action,
same
right?
turn.
Just making piloting is not an action.
Okay.
So,
All right. So yes, I'll do the one pilot roll to push it.
Let me just
And-
remind you though that like vehicles don't come to a complete stop. So if you fail the piloting roll to land the vehicle properly, they're going to suffer collision anyways.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I figure it's gonna be one of those more things where you kind of
Yeah.
boost it and then flip it and try to slow most of your motion.
Yep.
And did you have a penalty for me on this one?
Yeah, it's going to be a minus. We'll say -3. -3.
-3. Okay.
So for you,
And
it'd be if you're using ace, it'll be -1.
Yes. Got a
Ooh,
success.
just made it. Okay, so you push in and you get close to the so you're shoving in and you reach the Griffin Explorer, and the AI or either the Griffin Explorer like auto mode functions like lifts the cargo or lifts the landing bay doors, and they open up for you to come in to try to land the craft. So make a piloting roll. At this speed, I'm going to give you a -4 to land the craft.
And then like I said, it just as you're going in, as soon
I
as the
think
doors
let's
are
check
opening,
the
flip it
ace
and-
rules and see if it lets you apply that penalty more than once per turn for me.
Haven't seen anything, but I'll take a look. Says they ignore 2 points of penalties to any roll, and may spend penalties to soak it.
Wait,
Soak
okay.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah. So
you go.
no limits I see.
Sweet, do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that one, I will Benny it.
Binning it already to avoid collision.
Yeah.
Here, you only got that one Benny. Collision's not that bad. You didn't get a critical
Well,
failure.
Well, I'll take this one. That's
Okay.
I forgot to put in the minuses, but it should still be 2 successes. So, or a
Okay.
raise, I guess.
All right, cool. So you managed to land the craft in the landing shuttle, landing bay, and then
oops, got it.
there you go. You got control of it. So you managed to land
Then-
it, and then with the raise, you managed to make it look pretty despite a scare there for a moment.
Nobody else knew exactly how close we came
That's
to
right.
disintegrating.
Right.
As soon as we're in there, I'm hitting the comm to the AI and start getting us to the other side of the ship.
Okay. What are you saying on the comms
research
there?
vessel. Start moving us to the other side of the research ship.
Oh, got you. Well, he says,
because since we don't have any manual controls and it's just AI as far as propulsion goes, we're kind of in its hands.
didn't you guys
so-
wait for manual controls?
No, we
You're
only waited an hour to get the propulsion back.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
I mean, to be fair, had we made it another hour, there's no guarantee that Devin and the research
We'd
vessel
still be
would
here.
have still be there. So either
Yeah.
way,
Yeah, that's true. He only had one task to do, and then he would have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. So so first the AI needs to finish stabilizing the ship. So let me make a new NPC combat tracker for
Arthur, can you get maneuvering controls online for me? Otherwise, it's the AI.
I can I can do my best.
If you focus and just say I want manual controls, then I'll say you can restore that. Because y'all are trying to restore like damage
I
and
spent an
make
hour
repairs.
of the 2
And-
hours repairing it. It was
Yeah.
just I'm not a Mr. Fix-It MacGyver, so
Yeah. But you guys were making repairs
Yeah.
at the same time. So like if you just say I want to restore like manual controls and that's it, and not repair damage, then it's definitely more doable. Make sense?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And Spencer, find who's shooting at
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Aston speaks up and says, "Look, this is space combat. This is more your thing, Clint. You take lead here.
You shoot whatever's shooting at us.
You got it." All right, so I'm going to put piloting skill on the AI core. Electronic skill. Normally I just roll dice from the thing, but I figure
And then
D10 and all of it.
as the doors open to the shuttle and Clint starts diving out of it, he stops for a moment, looks at all the civilians. Strap in and find a barf bag.
They kind of look at you like frightened and stuff like that, and like really like scared, and they just kind of shake their head nervously. And okay, sweet. All right, so let's put this AI core over and do quick. All right. Sweet. Okay, so the AI core is going to try to pilot this thing. All right. Here goes nothing. All right, so the AI core manages to stabilize the ship right now. Ship is stabilized. Okay. Now, what about Arthur, Spencer? What are y'all doing?
Let's see.
Arthur is going to attempt to repair the manual controls.
Um,
I'm thinking about
we-
making this a dramatic task, just to be exciting.
Oh, okay.
No, you can go ahead and roll. Fine.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's Okay, so this is we're gonna say this is a dramatic task. This is a dramatic task to restore AI restore manual controls. So it's so for each success and raise you get, it's a token towards achieving succeeding on the dramatic task. You've got 3 rounds basically. We're gonna halt combat essentially. We're gonna halt combat and just use dramatic task rules to resolve this. And basically say you guys have 3 rounds to fix before your ship is wrecked, basically, from fire from the enemies. That's the easiest way to handle this. Instead of me just using combat rules to blow you guys up while you're trying to fix the ship. Does that make sense? And you guys can help in different ways if you want. Or you can just let Arthur handle it and you guys can try to find the enemies. Either one. All the ways are helping the group, regardless. Because if you go in blind and don't find the enemies when the battle starts, then that'd be bad too. So you got 3 rounds to complete the task. So, Arthur, do you want to spend maybe one of the raises the chat gave you? Or do you want to re-roll, spend a penny and re-roll? What do you want to do? Or do you want to just keep that one token?
How many successes do we need in these?
I don't have
rounds?
to tell you that.
Well, yeah, I think I will go ahead and use the raise unless people disagree.
No, that's
Okay.
fine.
I mean,
Nailed
out
it
of
one
character,
raise. Good.
I mean, you're making pretty good progress on it. that make sense?
Okay.
You're making adequate progress on
Yeah.
it. But I mean, like, the ship is getting, like, right now you're not getting shot yet, but, like, the ship's, like, spinning around, there's debris floating around, it's a frightening situation.
We're out of control, and we have a pirate ship bearing down on us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to spin a raise?
So, yeah, I will go ahead and use the raise.
All right, sweet. Okay. All right, Spencer, what do you do?
So we don't have a real clear idea exactly what this pirate ship is,
Bingo.
what kind of weapons.
You haven't used
any
the
of that
sensors
kind of...
or anything to try to pick it up.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to do my damn to get over to the computer, the sensor array, or whatever, and try and figure out who is inbound and what. Basically, just do some reconnaissance.
Okay. All right.
That is an electronics.
Yes, make an electronics. How far away they are. Actually, that'll be make a actually be a notice. Yeah, electronics roll at I'll say it's a -2 difficulty for how far away they are.
But you get a +1 from the telemetry center,
Yeah,
correct?
it's a -1.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Sweet.
Sweet. Okay, with a raise. Okay, you're able to determine there's two targets. Some kind of cargo transport, of some kind. Both are armed, and another craft that's a little bit smaller than y'all's. And by a little bit smaller, it is. Yours has a 23 toughness and a size of 14. It is a 21 toughness and is a size of 13. So one size difference. Smaller.
Okay.
You're
So
able
I'm
to
yelling
ascertain
out.
that based on the information, the results, and the size and that kind of.
Okay. So I'm just kind of like yelling.
Cargo
that out
transport
as
is
it's
definitely
coming in.
larger.
Okay.
It
So I'm
looks
yelling
like
that
they're
out as it's
definitely
coming
not
in.
near as high quality of vessel as yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know what kind of weapons we're dealing with?
Yeah, it looks like the both weapons are equipped with missiles. The lighter craft is equipped with autocannons, and the cargo transport is equipped with. And I'm only telling y'all this because you got a raise. And the cargo transport is equipped with strafing lasers for close range attacks, and a dual linked slug cannons.
Okay. Relaying that to the group while it's coming in, of course. So
But they're both
it looks
small
like,
crew
or it
vessels,
sounds like.
just like yours.
Okay. It sounds like maybe if we can stay outside the range of that storage ship.
It doesn't really look like it's it doesn't really look like it's like charging headlong at you though.
Mm-hmm.
The patrol,
Okay.
the smaller craft is like has like an attack pattern straight towards you.
Shit. Okay. I'm relaying all of this to everybody else. So we clearly need to deal with that first. The one that's headed towards us.
Okay, so Aston, what happened to his missiles?
In the
happened to-
closet.
Yeah, but he had missiles on his. Does he keep taking away weapons I put on him? What the fuck?
I mean, they're still on my sheet.
But they should be on his sheet. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can roll them off your sheet. Yeah. So he needs to make he can make an Oh no, the manual controls are down. No,
Well,
that's
no, the
piloting.
only-
Yeah, it's piloting
It was just
only.
piloting.
Yeah. Okay, so so he's going to try to make an electronics roll for the missiles. Okay. All right. Okay, so he's going to take penalties for it being at such a long range, though. Okay, would someone like to make? Can you guys make an attack with him from the combat tracker? Or do I have to link him to you? Can you guys pull up his character sheet from the combat tracker?
No, not that.
Okay.
Unable to open linked character record.
No.
Goes
Okay.
on the record.
There you go. Make an electronics roll, Clint, from his character at a -4 range.
A -4.
Yep.
All right.
That is still a lock.
No, he's fatigued too. Okay.
Yeah, he's not in great shape. Wait, did it apply his wounds? No, his wounds are gone now. Yes.
Still, that was a -5. Like that was.
Yeah. So I guess his wounds are gone. Okay. All right. So now he has established a short lock. So that's still something. That's pretty good. Okay. So hey, that's something. All right. And that is good for him. And that means that you can now fire up to half his payload of your missiles. Go ahead and roll damage for half the payload of the missiles.
You said roll damage for 2 of the missiles.
Yep. Actually, GM is going to spend GM Benny and try to get to shoot down one of them.
And then we were just waiting on you for a roll on that one, or
Yeah. I
okay.
should stop closing out these special weapons. I forgot I had to keep it up. Oh, no, I had it open. Okay. Alright, so, yep, so here I'm going to try to shoot it down. Here goes nothing. See how it works out. -6. Hopefully it works out. Nope. Okay. Roll damage. Both of them.
And is this going against the small one? I think
Yep.
that's probably the one you would aimed at.
I'll reveal him in. You can target him now.
All right.
Nice. Okay. Okay, the GM is going to try to soak one of those.
It's not quite as good as the last time he shot.
Pilots have ace. Okay, so I was able to soak that last one. All right. So one of the missiles strikes, the other one narrowly misses, and the patrol craft starts to lose control. No one's dead, but they're getting attacked right now. And one of the pirates is spinning wildly. So what happens?
We get to.
Okay.
Oh.
Now the bad guys. We said that they weren't gonna. We're just gonna assume that they're firing at you and blasting at you.
Well, I would like to, since the other three had the turn for the dramatic ones. For my dramatic action, I'd like to use the battle skill to support the AI by starting to input a variety of like evasive maneuvers and other
Cool. Sure.
schemes that it can use
Use it
to help give it the support to buy us more time.
Cool. Sweet. Sounds good.
So roll that for support.
Awesome. Sounds good. Gives it a +1. Nice. All right, so it begins to start trying to maneuver its way around the other side of the ship. So, around the back side. All right. And now, next turn comes around. It's now Aston. I'm sorry, not Aston. Arthur. What do you do? You gonna try to continue on trying to repair the manual controls?
Yes. As he's doing this, he would call over the comms to see to Adira to see how she's doing, if she's still alive.
Adira is down there with the other the crew down below, and she says, "We're fine. We're getting shaken up a bit, but it would be nice if you guys can take care of this quick. Some of these people are kind of losing their head down here."
Understood. Doing what we can. He rolled a 7 for repair.
Awesome. Okay. Just you think that just a couple more tethering of some electronic cables and then you're done. If you want to like maybe get another raise, another success, you could probably square this up.
Yeah, we need to get that back.
I can
Spencer?
try bennying it.
Try beating her, or you can see if or Spencer can maybe jump down and help you out.
Yeah,
What do you wanna do?
that's my plan. Or no, that's what, and help them out.
Okay.
So,
All right.
let's see. Is it going to take my whole action to get down there?
I'm assuming
Or
you're
is
in the
he-
telemetry center near him. So no.
Oh, okay. So the telemetry center and so we're co-located. Okay, so I'm just going to jump over. Do you want me to make another repair roll?
Yeah, it had to be another repair roll.
Okay. Hopefully, I don't mess this up. Let's see. 3.
That is not a success. Unless you want to spend a penny.
That is not. Nope, I'm not going to spend a penny yet. Let's see where this goes. I kind of want to hang on because I barely have any PowerPoints, and I may need to use pennies.
All right.
So,
Would I be able to do a support on this? Because while I'm been messing around with the AI, but looking over, it's like I need that fixed now, and use that as a support role
Well, you've already taken your action for the turn. So
for this one.
support
Okay.
is an
Interesting.
action. So, yep.
Interesting.
I mean, you can try to get the Acor is the Acor actually took its action to try to move away. So the bad guys, they're still continuing in chase after the ship and chasing you guys around the edge, so you're not really breaking free from them in their chase. And they reach out to you over comms now at this point. And when they try to reach out over comms, you get static. And now you realize why you couldn't get a good message from the AI core last time about what was happening. I guess when you got struck last time, your ship should be wounded from the initial attack. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it should have at least one from the hit it took. But anyways, but yeah, so you get static and piece together through the static. Arthur, you make out the words Adira. We just want to collect. We'll leave you alone. And then the feed gets cut off.
What?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
All right. What do you guys do? Last turn for Arthur to fix this. Arthur, you want to go first? See if you can get the manual controls restored?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
All right. Arthur gets manual controls restored at just the right time. This was the last turn for you guys to do this.
Go, Clint, go! You've got control.
Excellent. And I'm going to keep trying to leave the research festival between us and them until they get a little closer.
Okay. This is what I'll do. I will put the bad guys. I'll put the patrol craft. I'll put the light craft here. Right there. And just for simplicity, I'll put cargo craft there. And just on the map together. I'll put it off the map. All right. And what's next, Clint? What do you do? Just trying to. Are you trying to flee? Are you going to face him down, or what? Because you're technically far enough to try to attempt a flee action, but then you'll be leaving the pirates here by the Astra Unum.
Yeah, by the disabled ship, and there's both innocents and zombies in there. So we'll for now keeping the ship between us, because I'm kind of relying on the fact that they haven't seen that it's disabled, and hopefully their greed will keep them from firing on it, and try to draw them in a little bit closer before we pop out. So that way, once we shoot our last two missiles, Cliff won't be at quite such a disadvantage. Or Aston.
You got to burn all your missiles?
Well, it's that, or we give up Arthur's sister.
Oh, you can get close and use your autocannons.
So can they.
Okay. I got missiles too. I mean, I can just keep trading missiles, which are hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of money. But I mean,
it's cheaper than a ship.
Okay. All right.
Well, that we technically get to.
I have no idea what he said.
Yeah, you cut out.
Can you
Cut
not
out.
hear me?
We didn't hear the last time.
Oh yeah. No. The good thing about using the missiles is we probably get to live. So you can't put a price tag on that. So.
Well, plus there's also two ships there. If we get into close range with both of them, we will get chewed up. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so what do you do, Clint? Turn around and head on back. Now that you got controls again.
Like I said, just kind of keeping in the shadow of the research vessel while the pirate vessel draws closer.
So you're
I'm
hoping
gonna
the
radio-
shadow maybe will maybe
It's
maybe
more
like
that
hurt their electronics rolls or something. Maybe a tactic.
they're
lock
not
on?
quite as willing to risk shooting us with a missile, while any potential loot that's on a disabled vessel may get caught in the way.
Okay, you're trying to outsmart them basically.
Effectively,
Okay.
and just waiting until they get closer as they're trying to maneuver for a better shot or whatever. And then once they're closer, I mean, granted, we'll both have our shots, but
Okay, I think that calls for a persuasion roll though. Like, because if you succeed at that, then you're technically it's like a smarts trick, right?
okay. So persuasion,
So, yeah, persuasion or yeah, that sounds good.
persuasion works.
Yeah. Well, it's so if it's let me rephrase that before we decide the result. If you want to do it as a multi-action, I'm gonna let you decide. If you're gonna do something else this turn, technically it's a multi-action because it's still an
No, I
action.
mean-
because you're technically flying down, which is an action, and you're
Okay.
trying to get close to the other ship. So decide if you want to do something else this turn.
I
and
mean,
then
that's
I
really
will
all
roll
it
as a
is,
multi-action.
I'm just trying to keep the research vessel between us and the pirate vessel until they're close enough that when we pop out and Cliff or Aston can shoot, they won't have the massive range penalties.
Okay, got it.
I guess it's really just keeping
Yeah.
something between us to draw them in.
Yeah, so it's kind of like giving them a distracted kind of -2, maybe to like attacks, or maybe like lock-ons, or maybe even just trying to deter them all together from using missiles. Okay, got it. All right, sweet. Is that all for your turn?
Yes.
You gonna move closer to them at all?
No. I'm like I said, I'm letting them get a little closer. I'm hoping that they're also faster than the cargo vessel, so there'll be a little bit of space there because I don't want to fly into the teeth of two ships.
Okay. All right. Oh, ships in this game can pretty much. I mean, they can go as fast as humans can survive, right? I mean, so yeah. In real life, that's pretty much how ships would work. So I mean, it's
But it still takes longer to boost a giant cargo ship with all that mass as opposed to a smaller war vessel.
yeah. I mean, but they're limited in the ability to push out G's by what the humans can withstand
Okay.
and not throw up and puke. That makes sense. Yeah. Bigger ships have better what do you call it? Thrust compensators.
Okay.
So
Inertial dampeners.
yeah, inertial dampeners typically. So yeah. It's one of those things you see in movies all the time, but like probably wouldn't really be that way in real life. So
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, either way, let's
Yeah.
get them in a closer range increment and then.
Okay. Oh, so you are moving closer to them? Okay.
No. I'm letting them
Oh, okay,
move
gotcha.
closer.
Cool. All right. Arthur, Hakel, Aston, Spencer. What do y'all do?
Well, I just look at Arthur, and I mean, we all probably heard what came across the radio, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what in the hell is this? Like, does your
I don't know, but this reminds me. I haven't had a chance to tell you guys. There were some agents on board who were trying to. I think they were trying to capture Adira. We managed to escape, and then zombies happened. But yeah, there's someone else in play here. I don't know who they are, but they were pretending to be Astra Unum security, or at least they were in uniform. But I'm not
that's
comfortable
all.
handing her over. So
It's all very disturbing, but one of those people we rescued is a weapons tech, right? Do we think that they can tap into the weapons from here on the research vessel?
we're about to find out, and I'd like run down to the bay where the civilians are
Okay. All right.
with my electronics equipment or my computer or whatever.
Got it. Okay.
may come in handy. So.
Okay. All right. So you head down that way. What about Arthur? What do you do?
Well, you said generally we cannot remotely access another ship's, I guess, internal network, right? So if we have a weapons expert here, we can use a drone to essentially hack into, or at least patch us into, because
Yeah.
they would presumably have codes to get in.
I mean, that
Give
or
us
you could
remote
let the
access
AI
to-
fly the landing shuttle over to there.
True. I think Arthur will, hearing Spencer talk about this weapons expert, Arthur will prep a drone to fly over to patch into the Astra Unum ship, so the
Okay.
weapons expert can.
All right. Okay, I would say
Interact?
that's a test. That's an action that doesn't need a test. Test you've done plenty of times before.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. And Spencer's run down the stairs to find the science officer, the weapons officer. Okay. And okay, so the bad guys now. So this person is going to make a piloting roll. Let's see if he can push and get. No, he only goes 1 inch. Let's see the range on those alpha missiles.
Five is
minus 2. He'll take a penalty. It's electronics roll. Okay. Now. Yep, so minus 2, right? Yeah, so. See how this goes. Damn. All the vehicle damage is making penalties for him. Shit. I'm gonna spend a GM, Benny. Try this again. Arrgh. Hard to ace when he's not a wild card. He can't get a lock on you. He says he's having a hard time getting a lock. Plus, he just, he's. The cargo transport doesn't want to fire at you because he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to destroy all the booty. So, I mean, he's the wild card, right? He's the boss. So. All right. Okay. Actually change that, actually. Table captain. Go. There. And yeah, that's it for them, I think. And I think the cargo transport, though, is going to get closer. We'll try to get closer. They're closing in on you, but they're not making any headway on hurting you with all those wounds they've taken. Another electronics check to try to lock onto you for that fighter. No, he's getting close to. He's getting close to autocannon range. He's been taking. He's finally gotten an order on the comms to not use missiles from his captain, so he is going to try to use his autocannons. All right, here's hoping this goes well for him. Man, penalties are bad.
And then what's the bump again?
Oh, okay, let's resolve that first, actually. Resolve that first, actually.
Okay.
Thank you for catching that. Okay, he made it. So a piece of space debris almost flies out in front of him, and he nearly bumps out into it, and but he rolls to the side and gets out of the way of it. So he lays out just a barrage of autocannon fire at you.
Okay.
And it clips your hull. You're going to suffer 1 wound unless you use the ace ability to try to reroll soaks.
I will do a soak.
All right.
And I believe that uses my piloting.
Yep.
So I believe that negates 1 wound.
17. Yeah, that would make it. Yeah, that's 1 wound. Yep. So that makes it a shaken. That means that you just lose control of the vehicle instead.
Okay.
All right? I'm understanding correctly. So now you got to just make an out of control roll. All right?
Okay.
Which isn't too bad. All right, so you get clipped by the hit, and but you manage to turn your vehicle at the last moment and make it turn less into a impactful strike and more into like a grazing strike, or at least so you believe. And let's see how that goes. Find my tables, but. All right. Oh, sorry, wrong table. My bad. Wrong table. Oh, it rolled twice by accident. Glitch. Something is jarred, loose, or breaks handling. Oh, no, it says there was a critical hit. Oh, shit. No, it rolled an actual critical hit. Crew results. Okay, so the vehicle actually gets. So what happens is when you thought you turned into a grazing hit, the hit actually struck through the armor of the vehicle and subtracts the vehicle's armor, if appropriate for the vehicle's position, and apply the remainder to a random crew member. So, vehicle's armor. What is your vehicle's armor?
I don't know. I still had trouble locating where the Griffins actually look at.
I mean, don't know where to find the Griffin on your sheet?
No.
Okay, well, you go to your inventory, and under items, you'll see the tab called vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you pull up the link.
Maybe I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, and you'll see under toughness. You'll see toughness is
6 heavy
23 and the armor is the 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I will roll the damage because I didn't actually get to the damage. No, yeah, I did roll damage. Sorry. Damage was 21. Okay. The 21. So someone takes 21 minus 6. Someone takes 15 damage. So randomly, we'll apply that to. We'll just go.
It's not to be
a
random. We have
D3.
Arthur's sister here.
It says crew members, not guests. So it says crew members. So I'm just gonna take a D3. Usually, what I do D3s is 1D3. If it's 1 through 3, then it's just applied across, and if it's over 3, I subtract 3. So, and I'll just go left to right on top. So, all right.
All right.
Okay, so it's 6 minus 3 is 3. So it'd be the third from across the top, left to right is Clint. So when you turn and like spin across, it catches you across the bottom section. Like when you turn to spin, and it grazes right under the nose, and the auto cannon comes right through under your feet when you do the spin in the nose. All right.
So how much damage is that going to be?
It's going to be 15. So if you subtract your toughness, what do you get? Let's see. It's going to be toughness is 8. So let's see.
So actually, I have one of 2
8.
things that can happen here. Both are going to involve an adventure card because that's
just going to be a wound. It's just going to be a wound. You can still soak it though.
Well, I don't have a Benny anymore to soak.
Oh,
so
well, that's just going to be a wound.
yeah, but that's going to make piloting harder.
Oh.
So I have a card called Lucky Break.
Okay, sure.
It says I can play immediately to negate the damage from one successful attack to one character. The question I had is, am I able to apply that to the ship if something happens, or is it just one of us 3 effectively?
Let me see.
Like, do you count the ship as a character?
This card to immediately negate back to one character. Oh, you can just play it to you, and it would help you right now. I mean, it's not dealing damage to the ship. In this case,
this is more of a procedural thing for like.
Well, it specifically says to one character, so I'm gonna say it applies to player only, like to players and characters, like so.
Okay,
NPCs
in that case, I will play that then.
Sweet. Okay. So like the bullet maybe just like flies up through the bottom section by your feet and that kind of stuff, and just
it just like punctures right through the seat, like right between the groin.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a very close call.
It just
like a nasty.
It's a good thing, and then I have an EVA suit on too, and I just kind of move my foot to cover over the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. I love that. Okay. You feel this like weird sucking feeling at your feet. Hilarious.
And now looking at chat too, the other option is I have another adventure card called Better You Than Me, which allows me to take something that would hit me and put it onto somebody else.
I mean, you could do that too if you wanted. That might be more fun. So,
well, that was
kill
the thing.
a random random scientist, like or a random person in the back.
It's just a random Arthur sister. Yeah.
Well, there's other people back there. I mean.
Yeah, but where's the character growth if the weapon?
Just a different red shirt.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, the cargo transport. You're kind of saved right now because the cargo transport doesn't want to shoot you because you're taking cover back there by the Astra Unum ship, right? So, all right. You guys, what do you guys do?
I tell Aston light him up with the cannon.
Okay, cool.
And
all right. You still have Aston's sheet? Go ahead. And...
That one just uses a shooting, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And see, that's rate of fire 3. So if he does the full unload, that's the right click 2 more times. So that's a total of 3 shootings.
Yep.
Okay. And any penalties to add to this? Because I know his fatigue and the ship's wound should all apply automatically, right? And then the range will go automatically.
Well, actually, I was actually thinking about that. Because it won't calculate the size. It'll actually give him a bonus.
Okay.
Size. We had that problem last game. Let me try something different, actually, to fix that problem. Let me give him a different ship. See if that fixes that problem. I'm going to give him a different Griffin Explorer. And it's going to be called Aston's. And it'll be him as the pilot. And see if that fixes it.
Okay.
I don't know how else to fix that, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can only set one person as the pilot of a ship. You know what I mean?
It is popping up an error.
Well, I just had to take a
Indexing the
I had to take
value.
a ship off of him.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I see it has that one. The one you gave him still has me as a pilot.
really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I haven't signed that. Sorry, my bad. Okay, we fix that.
So it's set to just use.
Yeah, I
Alt
just haven't
minus tab
changed it.
for-
I haven't changed it, yeah. Sorry, my bad. All right. And then try to roll out of that and see if it does the size right. I don't know if it'll do the fucking range. I put him out there.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
showing me as the pilot on his sheet though.
I apologize to people watching because I'm trying to sort this out. Trying to fix a problem that's kind of plagued this game. Plagued this.
All right. This one has no pilot, and so his attack rolls are just 4s -2.
Open the character sheet back up again. Close it and open it back up again because I'm seeing it. Yeah, he does no piloting because he has no piloting skill.
You'll
But
have
his
to,
skill, his pilot, but his shooting shows down there with the amount of weapons at 12 on my screen.
Try to open them back up. You'll have to share them to me again.
Oh, his sheet.
Yes.
I just added another. I think that's the best way to do it. I just added another Griffin Explorer. I shit you not. Combat tracker. That's the only way I know how to do it. I just call it Griffin Explorer Aston. I could do range and stuff. I don't know how to better do it.
Well, I don't see any weapons that I can roll straight from it without just using his flat skill.
You can
So
pull
just
up
want
the
me to use
vehicle.
his-
You should be able to pull up the vehicle.
Yes, I pulled it up. If I go to the combat tab,
I see the autocannon and the alpha missile.
I just see the damage for it, not the like the attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay. Well,
the mounted weapon is the
well.
D4 -2.
All right. Mounted weapon is D4 -2. D12. So fucking weird. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just remove all that, and then you just roll his fucking shooting skill then.
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You stupid fantasy grounds.
And did you want me to add any modifiers to this?
All right. Well, he has to apply range penalties and size will be wrong. Damn, I got size penalty. Just roll it and I'll do it live.
Okay.
You did it wrong. You gotta right click
Yeah, apparently.
twice. So you pick it up, drag it,
he's
and then
encumbered?
right click twice.
Yeah, and it's a rate of fire 3, so should
Is
have
that
three
is that
more
how-
rolls.
Oh no, that is right. Okay, my bad. It just looks sorry, it looks different. I'm used to it looking different when you target. Okay, my bad. All right.
So it had to be encumbered of -2, and it didn't have the range penalties or.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think any of those hit. What is he hitting with? The firing with the
A auto cannon.
autocannon? Okay. All right. Okay, so let me add the autocannon back on the sheet, but I think you're going to have the autocannon is range penalty of. You have it on your sheet? That would help me out if you can look it up for me. You can figure
It's
out
on
the
my
penalty.
sheet. It's 246. He's at the.
So
the
yeah, so
outer
you can
limit.
handle range penalties for me, can you? Can't you do the math on that while I look up the size penalties?
Yes. One of the other things I can do also, if you want me to, is just change the autocannon on my attack to his roll and just use it straight off of my sheet.
That if you can do that during this scene, that would be great just for this scene. That'd be a superb help for me.
Let me.
Size.
I'm gonna just do a quick one just to see if it works. So yeah, on that one it did the. I know it's doing the encumbered, but other than that.
Yeah, so really the range penalties is all you're gonna have apply because he's the same size scale. They're both gargantuan ships. They're both the same size scale, so the range penalties is all you're gonna have.
Okay. So that's a. And the range penalties for that was what, 4? Worked on yours, right? Yeah, long range is a -4 in the roll.
That's he encumbered.
Unsure. And when I rolled
Yeah.
it from my sheet, it came across as encumbered also.
Oh, that's because of the space suit.
So
I
that
think
could be the.
carrying his. I think because he's carrying his big weapons. I think. Yep. He threw his marksman rifle down and no longer encumbered. There you go. All right. Yeah. So did you figure out with range penalties whether he hit or not?
Yes, yeah. So at the -4, he already had the -1 involved. Would the wound from the ship be applying to this also?
I don't know if it applies to shooting rolls. I think it just applies to
Okay.
piloting rolls.
In that case, the one that rolled a 10 should hit because it's a -4 for the range and a -1 for fatigue, so it'll be a total of 5.
Okay. Good deal. You got one hit. Sweet. Hopefully that's all over. And he should now have, by the way, on his sheet, now have an autocannon and alpha missiles.
Okay.
I figured out what it was. He just didn't have them checked. Sheet.
And it does not pierce.
Bummer. Does not go through the hull of the ship. What about Arthur? Spencer?
I'm running down to.
Yeah, so you get down to the bottom of the
weapons.
ship, and you get down to the weapons officer, and he's huddled up with the other crew down in the kind of the middle section where like the ventral and dorsal hatch kind of is in that little center room before you get to the medical bay, and they all kind of like he kind of stands up and like kind of like catches himself as he kind of almost loses his balance, and he looks at you and says, "What's going on up there?"
We're under attack by pirates. So, do you have any ability to access those weapons on that ship?
Not from here, but if we get back over there, I could probably get them working again.
So, you have no way of communicating from our ship to that ship?
Well, of course we can communicate, but I couldn't operate them from here.
Shit. Okay. I like
Arthur comes over the comms. Hey, if we can patch you in, can you do it remotely then?
If such a thing was possible, of course. I mean, sure. It's just computer skills to operate them.
Okay. I'm getting it set up. So, yeah, I guess get up here and we'll get this done.
Okay. Cool.
Sweetie.
All right.
Okay. So I just kind of grab him and show him kind of how to get up to the bridge and all that kind of stuff. Just move him very quickly.
Very cool. All right. Sweet.
Come with me.
Very cool. Okay. All right. So you guys are making your way back up there.
Yes.
Arthur, what are you doing? Just kind of holding your turn, or do you do anything else while you're there, or what?
Well, I guess while they're coming up, can Arthur send the drone over to connect to the Astra Unum ship?
Sure.
I mean, I assume that would take
time
that we
don't
have a lot of.
Yeah, you want to try to hack
he'll
it
do
in or
that.
something like that, or try to fly it over there? Sure. All right. Yeah, I think flying
over
over there
there
would
for sure,
probably probably like its own set of actions. Sure. Okay. Cool. And I think at this point, maybe like the AI core is probably what? Maybe assisting Clint, unless Clint gives it other actions, maybe?
No, that'll be fine. Good.
Not good?
I said no, that'll be fine. Sorry.
Okay. Assisting Clint or assisting Aston? Which one would you rather have?
Clint, Aston. We'll do Aston.
Aston? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. And okay, back around to you guys. So Spencer, you're back up to the deck.
Okay. So I just immediately place the civilian right next to Arthur. And I'm like, Arthur, what do we need to do to get patched in?
Your drone has arrived at the vessel now.
Okay.
It's
I guess
just for
been
sake of clarity, it's at the windows of the bridge. And I guess the weapons officer says, "Okay, the panels there is where we'll need to connect the drone into."
All right. Well, we've got a giant hole in the ship, so I guess the drone will fly through that.
Okay. All right. So this will be the drone can fly itself, but you'll have to. Someone will have to hack the drone into the console.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because wouldn't the weapons officer have codes, so we don't even need to hack?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Sure, I'll go with that. Okay, that sounds good. I was thinking it was like a foreign device logging in, a foreign object logging in. Maybe you don't need to hack, but that's a good point. Maybe he has codes. Sure, that sounds good. That's a good argument to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure. So it's like plugging in a USB device. So, all right, cool. So like he gets to the controls and he starts typing away and pecking away and all right. So yeah, so he logs in and so he starts. He says, "Well, good thing only the engines are shut off and the primary functions are logged off and things like that." So I think it gets some of the weapons logged on, or at least one at a time. It'll be difficult though. I could use some help, I guess, though, if we want to make it done faster, though.
What kind of roles do we need?
Yeah, what do you need?
Electronics roles.
Okay. Arthur, you're much better at that than I am. Can we both do them?
Yeah. So that's the way it works. So yeah, y'all have plenty of computer systems in this ship. So basically, it'd be like so each set of successful role will be a weapon battery that can be fired up.
Nice. There we go.
And you guys can choose what weapon systems to fire up. Okay, so all right, so I'll let you guys know what they have available. Okay, so these are the weapon systems that are available. They have Starship weapons. It has laser cannons. It has and heavy slug cannons. And strafing lasers. It looks like the alpha missile launchers have apparently began being converted because they're towards the aft of the vessel near the engine drives. So, near the engines. So they were wrapped up in the conversion process. So you have laser cannons and heavy slug cannons and strafing lasers. You want me to... I can link these.
Okay.
And there's multiple batteries of each of these.
Fire all of them.
Well, I mean, you have to... Yeah, I mean, there's no... Someone has to operate them. No AI on the
Full
ship.
spread.
Just wildly, just
there's
shooting out into
there's no
space.
AI on the ship operational. So
Shoot everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe we could patch our AI in. Yeah, patch our AI so it controls both ships.
I don't know if we have the bandwidth for that. Yeah. Scraping. Let's see here. Jesus.
Excuse me.
okay, so while you guys think that over, I'll give it to Clint or Aston. What do you guys do?
We'll have the AI core support to Aston's shooting this round.
Okay. All right, that's
And
plus one to
then-
Aston's shooting.
I believe there's something I can do as a pilot, right, where I can kind of like level off. Sorry.
Just look at maneuvers under base rules.
Sorry,
Here,
I just
there's a link.
thought of that and I should have
No, it's fine. There's a
done
link.
that already.
think it's called Hold Steady. Yeah, thank you, Angry Mom. Why did he remember that? Did you buy the rules, Angry Mom?
Friend.
Well, because he was talking to me a while back about buying the rules or getting the rules, and he was like, "They cost money." No, I don't blame him though. Yes, it's a free action.
Yeah.
So attacks against you get a +2, but everybody else gets +2.
So he would get a +2 on Ashton shot, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will do the hold steady.
Okay.
And then after he takes his shot, then I'll start evading, since that's an action.
All right.
All right. And let's see.
Can you evade and hold steady? I guess it doesn't say. Yeah.
It says it's a free action, so you do the right. You do free action and then regular action.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming the penalties will mostly just cancel each other out, but I'll double check that once I get through this. So for rate of fire 3. So he has a total of +3. Do you want me to go ahead and put in the -6 to cancel out?
Just FYI, vehicle and range attacks against him, his vehicle, or anyone on it suffers a -2 until the. So he would suffer the -2. You can't stack it. Doesn't that make sense? It cancels it out. You do it.
Okay.
But like, not only
That's
do
fine.
your allies, your enemies take the -2, but your allies do too on your ship. So that's why you don't necessarily. That's why they don't. That's why you can't cancel them out. Does that make sense?
That's fine. I mean, that makes complete sense, anyways. So yeah, I'll still keep the hold steady.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got +2 for the hold steady, +1 for the AI helping Aston.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good bonuses against him.
I know it had the gargantuan issue. Do you want me to?
No, it should be. It should be right. It should be. It should be right as long as you don't target the character. Target the.
Oh, as long as I don't target it directly. Okay.
I think it's currently targeted. Untarget the character and you just roll straight in the chat log. Like right now, Aston's got the light craft targeted. Untarget it. There, I did it for you.
Okay, thank you.
And then just roll straight in the chat log. It shouldn't have an issue with it. Sweet. Okay.
So
you should have gotten
penalties...
a plus. You should have gotten a +3 to that. So 2. So that would have been. Oh no, the penalty. Sorry, the fatigue penalty.
Yeah, so it should be a -1 off of all that. So that should be
-1. Oh, for range.
Because of the range. So
I thought range penalties were -2, -4, or is it different this game now?
I thought it was -4. So I have +3.
Oh, sorry, total minus. Okay.
-4. So it should have been a total of -1 on all the rolls. So that'll bring that 10 down to 9. The 4 will miss by 1. Can Aston spend a Benny to re-roll the one that missed? If not, that's fine.
I mean, no, he's kind of just an NPC right now. So
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's 1 hit and 1 hit with a raise.
Okay, sweet. All right. Just remember, since you rolled in chat log, you'll have to hit the boost die manually.
Okay.
I'll have to ask Kale, the guy who built the rule set, how to get around that problem with having a different person doing the attack and then the piloting.
How do I do the to boost it with the raise? Is that just the? I don't remember how to manually.
Oh, that little dice down there, the little dice symbol down there by the modifier.
Okay, the +1. Okay, so that's only for the one that. Gotcha.
It'll automatically go away after the first one. Look at that. You want to try to re-roll that damage? You're controlling him. So you don't have any bennies.
But I don't have any bennies.
Yeah,
so.
bummer. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the vehicle takes the first off we're gonna roll the out of control roll. Spaceship stall, slide, flip, or roll. So he's flipping and spinning and rolling everywhere. And then we're gonna roll on the Starship critical hits table. Sweet.
And that gives it saying that one path has 4 wounds now.
Yep, he's looking very bad. He's looking very bad. Not looking
This
good
is
at all.
the pirate vessel that's
Yep.
close to us.
Yes.
I do have a question. Even though I'm the one that's kind of controlling Aston at the moment,
Yep.
can the other 2 players, if they want, contribute a Benny to do a reroll? Since
You know
it's
what?
kind of
That's a
gonna
cool
be all
idea.
of us.
That's a cool idea. I wonder if y'all want to house rule that. Like, y'all like the
Or
idea of like all of you since you're on the ship, like contributing bennies to reroll things that are on the ship. Do y'all like the idea of that? Since you're all like,
Yeah.
a part of the
Yeah.
crew of the ship.
Yeah, since we're all actually kind
The
of
crew. Yeah.
working on the same project. Yeah.
Like as long as it's like ship rolls.
hmm I like it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the game. But I think that's a pretty cool idea. We'll just keep playing as is now. I was actually gonna have like well, I'll talk to you guys about it actually when their turn comes up. So but Aston took his action. Clint, what is Clint doing?
So he's doing the hold steady and going to move back a range increment. I believe that's change position.
Yep.
So I'm going
Okay,
to change
cool.
position by moving back 1.
Cool, very cool. So you turn in and hightailing it. Very cool. Okay. All right. Sweet. And Arthur and Spencer, what are you guys doing? Are you guys I checked in with you earlier and you both did rolls to try to like hack into the system and try to like establish and like take control of some weapon batteries, right?
Mhm.
So like
Yes.
Right.
if I remember correctly, you both succeeded on your electronics rolls, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
Got 8.
so what do you guys want to do with those? Oh, you got 8, Shaun?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I did my last roll.
5 and 8.
Okay.
Yep.
So then you, Shaun, get to set up 2 and reconnect 2 weapons batteries. Arthur, you get to reconnect 1. So what do you guys turning back on the ship?
Laser cannon.
Okay, a laser cannon.
Yes.
two laser cannons.
Yes, 2 laser cannons.
Okay, all right. What about you, Arthur? Keep in mind, I know that laser cannon looks better, but the laser cannon has less AP. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
AP
it's nice
10.
because it has the range to tag the cargo
Yeah.
transport.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
think you should definitely
has
bring
the
up that
distance.
heavy slug cannon, because if it does hit,
That's true. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that the AP was drastically different.
30. It's fucking 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for like
Yeah.
it's for taking on like colossal vehicles. Like for like
Okay.
things
Yeah,
that
we might
may not
wanna-
do as much damage, but it's for like ripping through like heavy
Armor
armored
and
vehicles.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Let's bring up that.
Yeah.
Because the other one yet may
Well-
not even get through.
the only question I have with that
Well,
one though, because it's a fixed emplacement. Do we know if it's oriented correctly?
Yes.
Presumably the weapon.
Good
type should have
question. Good question.
Mm,
actually pointed the right way.
One of you could spend a Benny and declare that it is.
Since I'm working that issue, I will do that for
Okay.
us.
All right. There you go.
Okay. So we'll say yes, it is.
It just happens to be pointing in the right fire arc towards their ship. Okay.
Okay. Opening
Awesome.
fire.
Okay, so you
Okay.
brought up 1 heavy slug cannon and 1 laser cannon, Shaun, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and what about Arthur? What does he bring up?
I guess he'll go ahead and bring up a laser cannon as well, just because it has the distance.
Okay.
Or the range.
Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Now that is your guys' actions. The cargo transport. The cargo transport is cargo transport is like it's seeing its ally get tore up. It's seeing what's happening. It's not afraid to use its missiles anymore. It's going to fire a missile volley at you guys. So it's not getting tricked anymore. So it's going to take the risk it need to take. All right. Now, let's see. First it's going to move closer. Try to. Well, it moves one range. And it's going to try to lock on to you guys. And hopefully be successful. Why does it have no minis? It have two. Because it's the wild card. All right. Wild card captain. But it gets a penalty to this. Yep, thank you. Open. Okay, I'm going to use a Benny from the ship. I'm desperate.
Nice. Nice.
I'm using another. Because I need to lock on and hit you guys with some missiles. As a last-ditch effort.
Come on.
Yeah, here we go. And it is
it.
a hard lock. It is a hard lock. Okay.
Anybody have an adventure card?
Well, look at your weapons. Look at your gear. You have something called a point defense system.
We have the point defense. I've been looking at it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you need to declare what missiles you're going to shoot down because he's firing all of them.
And how many is all of them? Because I mean, ideally,
he's firing one whole
Aspen's
battery,
going
one whole missile launcher. So 4.
Okay, 4.
Yeah.
Well, Aston will just shoot all of them. All right.
Read the sheet. Read the sheet again. That's not how it works.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so it says just make a shooting roll to defend against incoming missiles or torpedoes. So, and I don't have the extra bennies to spend to do more than one. Or actually, I guess
Aston
because
have
it's not
Benny.
That's not exactly what it says.
No.
Hold on. Yeah, you pull up the link. That's more than that.
Well, it says once per round, the point
Yeah.
defense system can automatically allow crewmen of a vessel or vessel's AI to make a shooting roll to defend
Yeah,
against.
it says
incoming missiles
extra
or
attempts.
torpedoes.
If one of the crew spends a beanie, any crew can reactively make a single shooting roll. So, yeah. So once per round, you can defend against. You can make a shooting roll to defend against. Make one shooting roll to shoot down a missile. But you can spend bennies to shoot down more. That makes sense?
Okay.
So
Now would be a good time to use.
you'll get one for free. So one to try to shoot down for free. And then you can spend bennies to try to shoot down more.
Just a flat shooting roll in the box.
Yeah. It's -6 to shoot down missiles.
Oh, -6.
Yeah, because they're so fast. Yeah, all missiles
Okay.
at a -6 penalty.
Because does he still get the benefit from the AI and the hold steady?
No, sport rolls are only
Since our
for the
turn
next
hasn't-
trait. Yeah, they're just for the next trait test.
Okay.
Does the Astra Unum ship have a point defense system?
Yeah, but point defense systems only work against when you're being fired at. Okay, so no. You can spend the benny to
Grab
you can
both
spend the
Peeps and
bennies
Glitch.
to try to stop more, but no.
I don't have any bennies, so
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I will spend a Benny. So go for it.
Okay. Yeah, because anybody can spend bennies off of the point defense list if you're all ship. So okay, so yeah, so you can roll another shooting roll. Yeah, so it's really hard to shoot down
just
missiles.
at a -6. It's
Really
a lot.
hard. It's basically just dumb
Yeah.
luck. Yeah, because they're flying really fast through space. Okay. Any more attempts? Any more burning bennies? Nope.
I mean, I can donate a Benny to the cause if
I love how
we're going to
Shaun's
get like totally screwed.
yeah, Shaun's like, I can donate one benny. The ship might get
One.
wrecked, but I'll still have bennies.
Well, no.
God.
I don't want to be floating in space, so I can definitely do this. How many more missiles are out there?
4 missiles are about to fly at y'all, guys.
Oh, fuck that.
Okay, so
We
first
haven't
is a
taken any
shaking.
down.
Okay.
First is a shaking.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a Benny to knock one of those out.
Well, first, okay, so
Okay.
spend a benny to do what? Try to shoot one down?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and do that before I apply that wound.
Okay. So there's that Benny.
Yeah, that's just how shooting down missiles works in Savage Worlds. I actually didn't set that system. That's just how it works in Savage Worlds in
that
general.
fatigue.
So close.
Yeah, I could make a system where you guys can upgrade that. Also, you maybe like like marksman could apply to that if Aston wanted to buy the marksman edge, So
Can I this may be kind of
oh.
weird, but could I maybe spend a Benny and see if I could use telekinesis to like move a missile
Oh my god,
or
that's a lot
deflect
of
it or
Okay, so you're at 4 wounds.
can I
Telekinesis? What now?
Yeah, to maybe like move a missile off of us or just
Sure. Do you want to wait till I roll a really bad one?
yes. One that would potentially kill us. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't want to waste it because it's my last one.
I think that's it. That's the last one, right? Yeah, that's the last one. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. That could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, fellas.
So I need to make.
Well, see, a good idea for your AI is to maybe have it like on hold to like shoot down missiles, or like to have, or maybe like have you guys ready, or one of you be on hold to shoot down missiles, right? So you don't have to just use the point defense system.
Okay.
So
I need to make 3 maneuver rolls and 1 vehicle damage. How are we doing all that?
oh yeah, let me roll on the critical hits table. I'm just gonna make 1 vehicle out of control roll. Just make it simple.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll make 1 starship critical hits roll. Keep it simple. Random weapon on the vehicle that hits is destroyed and may no longer be used. Okay, so 1d4, 1 or 2 it's the autocannon, 3 to 4 it's the missile launcher, right?
What about the point defense system? Can't we lose that?
Well, the point defense system just fires your autocannon.
Ah.
1 to 2 autocannon, 3 to 4 missile launcher. Autocannon. Okay. All right.
Well, as things are looking somewhat bleak, suddenly
So who is the cavalry, Arthur? Narrate it for us.
well,
Who appears on sensors
I mean, it says
with communication to help you guys, assist you?
probably somebody from Ilar.
IDF shows up, right?
IDF. Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because we did send out a distress call for them.
Okay. All right.
Last game.
So, So the help from the distress call finally comes in, and as the volley releases and hits you guys, and Clint has managed to keep it stable while you guys have taken all your wounds, and you guys are in a cluster fuck right now, but he's managed to keep it stable. Clint, you see a blip on the very edge of the sensors, and a hail starts coming across the comms, but your comm systems are messed up. But you catch this is the IDF forces. It appears one of you is under attack. There is a warrant, and then you lose the feed. I want to try to fix the communications.
Yeah, is that electronics?
Yeah, actually, I skipped ahead, but you guys haven't actually acted on this yet. So I forgot to do that. Okay. Yeah, so Arthur and Spencer, I forgot to do that. That was on last turn. So, yeah, Arthur, Spencer. Arthur actually spent a card, but he didn't actually take his actions. So, Arthur, Spencer, what do y'all do?
Well, there was also what happened with the pirate craft, because they had the chase complication.
Well, you guys had first turn in this initiative order. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, it is the pirate's turn. My bad. Yeah, pirates. Yeah, pirates go, and then back around to you guys. My bad. Yeah. Okay. And pirates do that. Pirates moved. The light pirate craft, who's heavily wounded, he's going to take the flee actions as soon as he sees the IDF show up.
Well, that's one that had the chase complication, too.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you. I mean,
as they
he's got to
turn
come out. Yeah, he's got to try to.
Critical failure.
Yeah, so he's getting slammed with space debris, right? From the missile blast that you just took head on, right? So he's getting a face full of space debris flying his way. And it looks like it's just messing him all up. And so he took a total of a -6 to that. Treat failure as a critical failure on a maneuvering roll. Oh, geez. Okay. That is an out of control roll then. So he's completely stalled, flipped out, rolled unexpectedly. So he is completely out of control, getting hit with all this space debris from the explosion in his face. Completely, sensors going crazy, klaxons going off. Yeah. So, not good for them right now. Okay? And okay, so he's got a joker. So he's going to attempt to try to get out of this mess. God. Okay. GM needs to fix his bennies. Cracker. GM's bad about that. I'll have to talk to myself in third person. Okay, so GM is going to spend a benny on this. Facing it yet again. And oh, you spent your adventure card too, didn't you? Arthur, didn't you?
Arthur spent an adventure card, yes.
It's spreading. You're speaking third person too now.
While you're in there, Clint has one more adventure card to play though.
Okay, so I'm gonna try that again. I gotta get out of this jam. He's so wounded, such vehicle damage that he's just spinning wildly and out of control. Oh no. It's not good. I mean, this guy may be just in this pickle forever. Need him to get out of that hard. Oh, God, this is not good. No! All right.
It's like us trying to roll the point to fist system.
Yes, he does, Matt. All right. Cargo transport. Man, he's got an IDF forces right behind him. And so the cargo transport. What does he do? What does he do? I'm thinking. He's not ready to give up just yet. Damn. All right. Here's open. That's all he can do. He has no more missiles. Griffin Explorer, what do you do?
Arthur, how are the weapons?
I think Arthur's. Sorry, go ahead.
Clint was hitting the comms. Arthur, are those weapons online? That cargo ships. We're not going to take many more hits.
Closing in on you.
Yeah, I think we've patched the weapons expert through. I'm going to attempt to repair comms unless you want me to do something else.
As far as that goes,
communications, that is.
No, I figured. As far as that mechanical, is he able to restore wounds to the ship in the course of combat, or is that something that's only capable of being done outside of it?
It's something you can do in combat, but it's like in the normal rules of repairing a ship, it's supposed to take like hours.
Okay.
I've been considering though, like letting you guys like quick fix the ship, like in ignoring the normal rules and making it to where like we can talk about it after the stream, but like making it to where like the wounds like reapply after combat's over.
Okay.
I've been considering doing that. We can talk about it after the game's over, but normally the rules make it to where, yeah, they just. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so really right now what we have down is communications, and then the ship is really wounded. Is there anything that Arthur would be able to fix to increase Aston's ability to do an electronics roll? Or I mean, are any of those systems affected, or is it just?
I mean, you could always just do
I
like
might
a
be able-
support, something like that.
Okay, so I mean, but it would just be a support. It's not. There's nothing mechanically that he's able to do with the ship to fix any of the rolls.
Like if you
Just
want to
making sure that the
like
damage has been
communications, you can just like make a repair roll on the communications. Like if that's what you're thinking, just to like instead of making a repair roll just to like fix a wound, you could just say like I want to restore this system without making a repair roll. Be like
That's
I
fine.
want to fix this system really quick. Just make a quick roll for that. You can do that.
That's fine.
Well, I think
well,
our
so-
autocannon is disabled right now.
That too. But that's on the outside of the ship.
So
Yeah, Clint says that's fine. Get the comms online. Aston, hold those last two missiles until it's close. I'll keep us going until then.
okay, that is for the comms or communications.
You restore communications. Yeah, you restore communications and make them clean. Do you reach out to the IDF in any way? Actually, in fact, you hear them,
Yeah.
and you hear our scans show that one of your ship identification codes is connecting with a warrant out for your arrest. Please respond. The other vessel, preferably. We'd like to know the circumstances of the encounter which we've arrived upon.
Clint, we have communications. You can respond to them at your leisure, Captain.
Aston's just Clint's not the captain, but Aston's just like firing away.
Oh,
Just
that's
like,
true.
And then like he's cussing over there. He's cussing over there because his gun just stopped working.
Scrolling a little bit.
He's just cussing
eyes
up
are
a
kinda
storm because
glazed.
his gun stopped working. So
Jesus.
IDF vessel, we are under attack by pirates. Repeat, we have 2 vessels who are firing on us. We also have another Astra Unum vessel here that is badly damaged. We request assistance.
assistance granted. If you will, stay clear of the vessels. We'll be responding shortly.
Copy that. We're doing our best. But we are also heavily damaged.
Okay? What the rest of you?
So once they click off, I just look and I'm like, hold on, did they say that they had a warrant for our arrest? Did I hear that right?
For somebody's
I
arrest.
think that
It's a 1 in 4
assumed
chance.
that was for one of the pirate vessels.
They did not declare which vessel.
I'm like, God, I don't want to ask them. I'm like, is there anything that we need right now? Is anybody here wanted for anything? I'm like, asked.
Just my body.
Aston just kind of like shakes his head. He doesn't know.
Like, okay. All right. I think we should all
He's
just
probably
play it
thinking
cool.
back to that time, like he murdered a guy in the streets of Ilar.
Well, no, that's what I was
Jamestown.
thinking. I was like,
And he's like, did he show up for his hearing?
I know. That's what I'm like. Everybody probably wanted for something. Like, this just not good.
Anyways, what do you do, Spencer? Anything? Hold your action? Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Probably start scrolling, looking for my lawyer. The usual.
Okay. All right.
So.
What about Clint? What do you do?
Clint is going to just do a evade as an action.
Okay.
And effectively hold position.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I ran out of cards. Is he gonna try to move back at all?
No, you said the IDF
Yep.
vessel is behind them, correct?
Yep.
Then, no, I'll hold our position, just evading.
Okay. All right. Jeez. Wait, he's not supposed to be on that. What happened? Oh, I moved them all back. I was trying to give you more room just in case you wanted to. Yeah. Supposed to be on these cards. We'll be on those cards, ain't they? He's gonna try to go here. Yep, he goes. No, he was supposed. No, he was right. He was on the clubs. That's right, because he moved forward a level. You're right. All right. Yeah, he tries his piloting roll. However, he is successful. No, he with the -2, he fails. But what kind of complication maybe he gets, guys? You got any ideas for cool complication?
Hmm.
For the cargo transport.
Yeah.
Suck
Or
some
he's
of
trying
the
to make a.
debris from his light craft.
Yeah, maybe the light craft is taking so much bloody hits from the
Yeah.
you know what, we'll do this. Oh jeez. Taking so much bloody hits from the space debris that it walloped it, and now it's just taking all that debris flying back in its face. And
Also, a uncontrolled thruster firing suggestion.
yeah, there you go. Treat failure as a critical failure on a maneuvering roll. Vulnerable. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Pretty good for you guys. For that, guys, here's your chance. Okay. Now, and the IDF. So, so you guys are pretty much just doing your thing, right?
Well, I think if it looks like the cargo vessel is having some issues adjusting their trajectory, it might be time for Clinton Aston to take a shot.
Well, it's the patrol craft's initiative,
Okay.
unless you wanna unless y'all want to re-roll cards or anything like that and seize it before the IDF goes.
No, that's fine. I'll let the IDF
Okay.
go.
All right. Okay. So the IDF up. I forgot y'all couldn't see. Here. On the Joker, at the very back. That is -2, right?
Oh, did the weapons officer get to fire?
Oh, was the weapons officer doing the firing? I didn't know he was going to be doing the one firing.
That's what I
Okay.
was assuming.
Yeah. Sure. We can have him fire real quick before the IDF does. If y'all want to have the kill, sure. Yeah. So he can only fire one battery at a time. Normally, how that works is like they have a team of weapons officers. So which or they can fire linked weapons groups. So so which weapons battery do y'all want him to fire?
We probably would have gone with which one?
Not everybody at once.
Actually,
Yeah.
at its range, I think the laser beams are the only ones that actually have the range.
Sure.
Because I think
The laser cannon?
thrower
Yeah.
was 246.
Yeah, this one's 4812. The laser cannon.
Okay. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which one do you want to have him fire at?
Hmm. You guys have any opinion?
The cargo transport.
Cargo. Well, it makes sense. It just kind of like flamed out. So probably be easy pickings.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what he does then. He fires the and it's no penalty, right? Yep. So all right, so the so he rolled max on that dice. Okay. That is a hit with a raise. Does someone want to roll the damage? The laser cannon with a boost die?
somebody else roll.
What is it? It's 8d. It's 8d6.
Yep.
Want to roll that damage for me with the boost die on the cargo transport?
You let somebody in chat roll it, but they suck.
This is what happens. So the weapons officer says, "Okay, I've got one ready and operational." Just as the IDF cruiser like starts charging up its weapons, and like he hits the button, and you see the laser cannon on one of the Astra Unum research vessel start like building up energy, and a blue glow appear from the end of the cannon, and someone rolled the damage.
Okay, let me
There we
see.
go.
I'm
Yay.
gonna drag the. Oh, there he did. Okay, I was just about to drag it.
Is that how it
Jesus.
rolls it when you do it? Oh, you can roll it directly on the target?
doesn't have a-
okay.
Oh,
I
I
don't
can
see a
roll it if you
button
want.
to
Yeah, I'd
roll.
rather you roll it directly on the target if possible, because it should do
Here,
automatic.
let me.
Here, I'll do it manually.
Okay.
There we go. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, and it didn't do the. Hold on, let me pick it. I'm just gonna do this. It's as simple as just dragging the inventory item to your sheet and clicking the button. That's all you had to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it took me a minute to figure it out. Too.
Well, you didn't do it right. Yeah.
No, I dragged the laser cannon over to my.
Okay,
Alright,
so
shit.
yeah, it didn't do enough damage to go. Okay, so that's the one thing that's the one disadvantage to D6s versus D10s, is that it tends to roll average, instead of highs and lows.
But there was a raise, and it didn't count the raise there.
Oh well, I re-rolled it. Re-rolled it. It didn't get a raise. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't have the raise die in there. I mean, I'll give it one die. Maybe it'll get 6. Yeah, so
Yeah.
21. Oh, 21 makes it shaken. It's shaken. So
Okay.
yeah, so not enough to do anything. So it's out of control when the IDF hits it. So but yeah, so unfortunately the IDF I think will steal the kill from you.
Ugh.
Maybe not though.
That's fine. The only question, what does the vulnerable do? It just makes them easier to hit?
Yes. Makes it
Okay.
easier to hit.
I see it.
Okay, so yeah, so the IDF is going to hit. And then go attack on this. I'm sure it's going to succeed. Because they're not wounded at all. They got a whole team of electronics experts on that big giant cruiser. So this is a no fair fight. Yep, 4 missiles. Dead. Okay, so 4 missiles are fired out from the IDF cruiser and striking They're just backing their just patting their KDR. That's right. Yeah. So this cruiser shows up, which has a crew of like 40 people, right? And which is like quadruple the size of your ship, and shows up and just releases 4 missiles and just fires them at the transport and just hits it square, and all 4 missiles strike and ruptures the armor and major damage to it, and it just begins spiraling out of control with major space debris and damage to it and that kind of stuff. Now, what do you guys do at this point? Because it's your turn, and there's one more patrol craft that's kind of lost its control of itself. I mean, we're basically out of combat here at this point,
Well,
because
I'm
this thing
wondering what
has
happens.
not.
I want to watch it roll and fail and blow up.
I think it'll probably just keep honestly spinning there until IDF either blows it up
Okay.
or decides to board it and question them, right? Which will probably be what it does, right? So,
Do we want
because-
them boarding it and questioning them?
Probably.
well,
'cause it sounds
just to
like they're
remind
after
you, when a
Arthur's
ship gets
sister.
wrecked, nobody inside necessarily dies. When a ship gets wrecked, the crew take damage. If they survive it, the damage, they're out of oxygen. All their systems are down. They will lose oxygen and that kind of stuff, and life support and that kind of stuff. But if someone boards them, they can, whatever crew survived the initial damage the crew take while on the ship, which is like, oh, the ship's on fire, oxygen is running out, that kind of stuff. Like, it can be saved. You can live, ship being wrecked. Does that make sense? You can survive that. So, like, say the IDF might be boarding the cargo transport as we speak, right? So that maybe that's what you guys are seeing, right? The IDF moving forward to the cargo transport and hooking harpoons into it, dragging it to it, and like trying to board it so they can figure out what's happened.
I'll get on the comms. IDF vessel, thank you for the save. You got here just in time. The vessel spinning out of control in the middle is also another pirate vessel, and the research vessel we're by is a Astra Unum research vessel. It has. We should debrief in person before you approach it.
Sounds like a good idea. We need to question the people in this cargo transport. There is no warrant out for them, so we need to understand why they were here. However, there is a warrant that includes a bounty out for the people in the smaller craft. The bounty is dead or alive. You're welcome to claim the bounty if you so desire.
We would.
Excellent.
In order to claim the bounty, does that mean we need to shoot it down or board it?
Up to you.
Roger. Be warned, the research vessel here, there are survivors, but there is a contagion on board. Help and manpower will be needed to save the remainder.
We will take appropriate cautions before we board it. Thank you. Be prepared for debriefing.
And then he gets on the kind of the ship-wide system. IDF is going to handle the cargo vessel and then approach us. They said there's a bounty on the smaller one that we can claim, but we either have to shoot it down or capture it. We have 2 missiles left, and they're expensive. Could go over there, board it, and not use a missile, but that risks us dying, or we can shoot a missile, which may not cover the bounty.
Just for out of character, just to help you guys out and explain it better. What I'll do is it's got a small crew, just like you guys. What I'll do is if you guys just want to go over there and try to board it, I mean, we can just like trigger a quick encounter, with them if you wanted to somehow figure out a way to board them somehow. Just trigger.
I mean,
a quick
I'm
encounter,
more
that kind of stuff.
inclined
wanna
to
take them
board it to
alive.
save the missile, but
Do we happen to know what the bounty is? Because it's like I don't want to get everybody killed. $2,000
Yeah, you can request them, send it over to you. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Sure. And then they send
We
you
do
they send you a
have
bounty
access.
for you.
We have access to the ships on board the Astra Unum ships, or weapons on the Astra Unum ship, so we can use its weapons to shoot it down too.
Yep.
The only thing with that is if we do that, we can't reclaim as much salvage from it.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it does
This-
have
this
another
is
missile.
true.
It does have another missile launcher.
Mhm.
Missile launcher tubes with potentially more missiles and another set of autocannons.
well, that's something that we can do.
As well as backup parts.
Well,
Okay, that's true.
get target locks on it from the research vessel. We will calm them and request their surrender and see if that works. And if it doesn't, I vote that we board it to save the money and salvage. But
Sounds good.
Yep.
so if that works, then I'll get the weapon tech to kind of get his weapon lock on it, and I'll try to contact the light pirate craft.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, I have a lock on it. I feel confident that this ship can be vaporized pretty easily. Laser cannon.
Pirate craft,
Okay.
respond. You, the one doing cartwheels in space.
He says, "Yeah, you're answering communications now."
Well, we got our comms fixed. You have an IDF vessel that has disabled your larger vessel, and you have us, and you're out of control. If you surrender, you get a chance to live. If not, we'll have to destroy your ship.
It's like I really don't have anything to bargain with here. All right. Well, those aren't much of terms. What's the chance of me walking away from this?
Well, I can make sure that you walk out of the airlock. What happens after that, I'm not sure. But it's a better chance than
You're not
Going
really
away in
good at
space.
this, are you?
you have a bounty on the ship. It's dead or alive. It wouldn't be the or alive if there was not hope for you to live.
I'll choose the alive.
Roger that. Well,
After about 4
board
minutes, he
momentarily.
manages to try to stabilize. He manages to stabilize He manages to stabilize his craft.
Okay. We keep all the weapons locked, and while he's doing that, I would have started pulling the Griffin closer.
All right. You guys attach it to the ventral of your craft. Hatch opens, and you see a crew of 2 inside. Small crew of 2 inside.
Okay.
One scrawnier, one larger, both equipped in armor, wielding weapons. Both have their hands up when you enter. They start
you
to
to leave
lower
your
their
weapons
weapons.
here?
They start to lower their weapons on the ground.
Does anybody need medical attention?
Yeah, well, they look pretty bruised up and bloodied up.
Well, once we make sure that they're completely disarmed, we'll ask Arthur to.
He already started going to him before you even asked him to.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's tons of vomit over that ship. I expected Shane to answer those columns going, "Yeah, bro."
And Aston pretty much stays on the ship. He don't give a fuck about prisoners, bad guys. So, by the way, Spencer, when you got the bounty on these guys,
Mhm.
what you came back with is anyone who has a wealth die of below D8 will get a bump up to D8.
So my wealth die. Perfect. Okay. Can we bump that up now, or do we have to
You'll have
bring
to,
them in?
You'll have
or-
to cash in the bounty.
Okay.
I mean,
'Cause
it's
I'm at
just-
a D6.
Yeah, you'll have to return the person.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we turn them over to the IDF? Or
IDF's not the person who has the bounty.
yeah,
Blood
great.
So
Who
the
does?
bounty is for a specific person on the ship.
It's ooh, that's a good moral quandary. Yes, the larger one. His name is I'll say Ben Tolstev. Benjamin Tolstev.
All right. Yeah. So find a way of getting them secure. Arthur, is there anything that you can do to kind of keep them stationary where they can't
Sedated?
make any trouble? Sedated, pop a binding foam grenade around them, whatever.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Um,
I mean, we figure we have rope or manacles of some sort too, surely.
Okay. Y'all do that. All right. Y'all move them over to your ship now?
yes.
Yeah. And then we
I'm
have,
sure we can probably just throw them in one of the rooms or something.
All right. Cool. And okay. So sweet. What about the other one? You do it with both of them?
Yes.
for now, I think both.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll kind of pat them down, make sure there's nothing that's going to be easy for them to use as a way of breaking out. I
Yeah.
guess seal them into a room.
Yeah.
Anything Arthur may have. Give the AI explicit instructions about their accesses and.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and the one guy doesn't have a bounty, but I mean, he's clearly engaging in illegal activity. We could probably just citizens arrest, turn his ass.
Right.
Keep them here, keep them fed. Once we get to the place we need to go, we decide what to do with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there's no bounty, then there's no reason not to just.
Well, yeah. And just remind them that, the bounty also can be collected.
Okay. All right, sweet.
Does it say what the bounty is for?
Sure. It says this piracy, murder, theft, naval theft, specifically. I mean, it's a pretty good list of things.
At least
Pretty
it's
much
not
everything
tax-related,
related.
Otherwise, then he'd just be fucked.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
much. Yeah, being a bad guy, pretty much. Yeah.
everything related to piracy. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think keeping them sedated for now is probably a good option too, while we get the Griffin set up. And the other question too is for this other ship that we have. Assume we're stripping a good amount of parts on it from it to fix
Yeah.
the
So
Griffin as
who's
well as
going
we
out there
can,
in the
but-
airlock and doing all that? Just curious for story reasons.
Well, Clint's more than happy to, but that's more of I think we have to settle with the research vessel first before we really do too much with it. So it'd be more kind of securing it and whether
Yeah,
it's
probably.
slaving the AI systems together so it follows us, or towing it, or however would be.
So we can
appropriate.
assume a lot of this wraps up. So I'm assuming you debrief with the debrief with the IDF and tell them what's happened on the ship. And if you're not lying to them about anything, if you're not omitting anything, we can assume.
No. I mean, we
then
had to
we
go
can
there.
assume we
An
can.
alien entity.
You tell them
managed-
everything. Because remember that you're
Should we
employed
tell
by
them about
Astra
the alien
Unum.
entity?
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're employed by Astra Unum, and some of those things include corporate secrets.
Yes, but those corporate secrets, if they get onto the IDF ship, could do untold damage. Like
Okay.
Clint,
All right. I'm just letting you know.
Clint is only associated with Astra Unum through the rest of the crew, and while he is loyal to the crew, there are innocents on board that cannot be rescued because whatever troops had to go.
I think Aston would probably agree with you here. You know what? Actually, it's 10:25. I probably need to quit early because I gotta go to work early. So there's probably a time that Aston would probably get involved, seeing as he's more the captain, anyways. I don't want to drag this part of the story out anyway, so we'll probably wrap it up. But
shit.
But we'll probably what?
I was hoping that Aston was at least going to start a social encounter with these guys because I was going to drop an adventure card for him. Dress to kill. Your hero dresses up, is on the right for the night, or if otherwise far more attractive or personable than usual, add +2 to your persuasion roll duration of the scene.
We can play that and it'll apply for next scene.
That's what I was
play
hoping.
It now.
So I'm gonna.
So we'll say that
he just gets a +2 to
do anything for me or not. But
you know what we'll do. What we'll do though first is we'll give you guys an advance because the IDF is over there collecting their cargo and like cargo transport, and they're figuring out what's up with those guys. I want to award in advance.
Okay.
And so everybody got an advance. And you're playing Dress to Kill. Your hero dresses up, is on for the night, otherwise far more attractive. That's +2 persuasion rolls for the duration of the current scene. And then you guys go over to talk to IDF about what's on the ship for the debriefing. Okay, is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I played a card.
We should
play another one. You didn't have you couldn't play another card.
Says,
you get to play 2.
Yeah,
That's right.
Because I got the dark bargain. So it's play after completing a good deed, and I mean we didn't die, and that's a good deed. Also, talk the pirates into not being murdered.
Yes.
I don't know if it would actually fit.
I mean, you can refresh your beanies, sure. Okay.
At the end of the session.
Well, it's also a conviction, which I'm assuming we're not using, but
I don't really know
just in
what we can. You know what? I haven't looked up conviction. I don't really know what it is. We can talk about it after the game if we want to use conviction. We haven't even talked about it.
I mean, this is something that if it's instead of like refreshing bennies like applies to kind of like our fame level or something, then I would be all for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe so when you go over there, like, well, hold on. Let's talk about so refresh your benny first off. But does it refresh everyone's bennies or just yours?
Everyone who contributed receives a point of conviction. If not using conviction, they refresh their bennies instead.
Wow. Okay. All right. So everyone gets a refresh. Okay. And this is what we'll do. And so Aston leaves and says, "Okay, I got to dress up for this encounter with the IDF, right?" And so before that, though,
he goes and gets out of his robe.
Do you guys have anything with the Astra Unum ship you guys want to do before we end the night?
Well, I don't know if we want to deal with it right now, but there was an escape pod that was launched during our attempt to get back into the ship, I believe. We should probably track that down at some point. Could be survivors. Could be something bad. We don't know.
Why don't you try to raise them on the
that's
Well,
right.
I mean, you guys can question the pirates, too. Pirates said that you heard the pirates say something about Adira. Something else you could do, too. But, you can check the...
Yes.
But as far as the escape shuttle, the best information you have about that is just run sensor scans. That's about all you got.
Right.
Yeah, I think I tried to do that last game, and I just miserably.
You failed miserably.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we can try it again now that we're not in combat. So
Um,
it's a electronics roll.
You're not gonna succeed.
Okay, they're just way too far
Yeah,
out.
way too far away.
We can
Okay.
track their trajectory though, surely.
Yeah, you can scan for. You can make an electronics roll. To actually, that might be more of a. Yeah, you can make an electronics roll, I guess, to kind of look for their drive signatures. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
The computer is probably capable of doing
Do you
that.
want to, or should I?
I will attempt to assist
Let me
Okay.
see.
or support rather, and I get to re-roll my support rolls. There we go.
I don't have computers. I have electronics. Before. So.
Oh, was
Well,
that
that's
not
it. That
the-
is electronics. That is electronics.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
so I'll give Arthur a +1.
And then I'll also support by plugging in the sensors.
Okay. Unfortunately, you weren't much help.
Yeah.
You guys do have a lot of pennies here at the end of the night. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Might as well
I'm just going to use one. There.
And then because we have the superior operating grid that gives a +1 to electronics rolls, would that apply to this as a support roll? So would that make it an 8 form?
That would. That gives Matt a total of +3 to his electronics roll. Calculate data on this drive signature, or at least find it, acquire it, and calculate data on it.
All right. Sorry.
Why you get all those pluses?
I clicked telemetry center 3 times and I was like, oh, well, that's a +3.
Oh, okay, got it. Gotcha.
I didn't realize it
makes
was going to
sense.
list every single one of them.
Why is it still showing up as telemetry center on yours? I separated them out in the latest version
No,
of
this
that
one,
sheet.
it says
to
telemetry
where
center
it
gives
says-
+1 to notice.
Yeah, the latest version of that character sheet, it should say latest version of that. I changed it to where telemetry center is separate from operating grid. Oh, he has it under his skills. That's what it is. You have it under your skills. Is that what it is?
Well, I have a I don't know if it's a macro or what do you call it down at the bottom of the screen. The
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. If you would change those up, if you don't mind, where they're separate. So, but yeah. So just so we don't get confused in the future, I just separated them up into different modifications, Starship modifications now. So like when we put them on the chips in the future, it superior operating grid gives a +1 to electronics rolls, and telemetry center gives a +1 to notice rolls. I gave you both the same. I gave you guys both the same both of those modifications, Starship modifications, but I just separated them into 2 different things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
I will do that.
All right. So sweet. So you got 2 raises. You got a raise. All right. So that means that awesome. So you figured out that 1, it's a small escape shuttle, which probably will hold about, I don't know, like it holds more than your landing shuttle does. It's probably about like a 10-person, like basically like a space equivalent of an APC, right? And it's equipped with an alpha drive. Based on the drive signature, it's more powerful than your landing shuttles. But it doesn't go any faster, obviously. But well, in the case of an alpha drive, actually, they actually can go faster. Actually, they don't go near as fast as fusion drives. They're not made for that kind of. They're lower tech, right? They don't go as fast as humans can possibly withstand. But they also don't blow up like a nuclear bomb when they get blown into space. But But anyways, it's equipped with an alpha drive, and it looks like it was traveling out, kind of in the same trajectory as you guys went out. And not this exact trajectory, obviously, but like it was heading out in the same quadrant of space, which you calculate the pirates may have come through.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, for the next thing is Arthur. Can you patch me into the research vessel's shipwide comms? With
Yeah,
your
I mean
gun?
we're already in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So when Arthur initialized it, Clint is going to try to speak to whoever else is on the ship. So it's like a complete ship-wide band. And Clint goes, I don't know who you are. I know some of you have survived. Wherever you're at, stay there. Help is coming. Just give us some time to get on the vessel and clear it. Just give them a little bit of hope.
Awesome.
And then, did Arthur want to ask about them looking for Adira? With the pirates?
yeah. I mean,
Or you?
doesn't really have any interrogation skills, but I guess he has medical knowledge.
So what?
Well,
No,
we
I have a good
if he
idea.
needs it.
Well, no, he's like, I'm going to sedate you, but you have to answer my questions. You answer them right, you get the needle. You answer you wrong, you get the suppository.
Well, we can, if y'all would rather wait until Aston's here, that could be maybe the thing you use Dress the Nines for. Maybe that can be one of the scenes.
oh
Y'all
yeah,
wanna do
because
that?
he gets the added
We can do
persuasion,
that.
and then
That's something
and
y'all
then I
want to
guess
do, or do y'all want to resolve that? Just y'all three.
I mean, if you want, I do have intimidate and persuasion, but Aston's
You got Intimidate. That's true. That might be more effective against
Actually-
these kind of guys. I mean,
And you have
I'll do it.
bennies.
Aston hasn't been the one talking to him. You have,
Yeah, I'll do it then. If that's what Arthur would like.
Yes, please. I think you were more effective than I would be, and I would like to know.
So he, Clint will go to the room the guys are being kept in and kind of open it up. And he looks at the two prisoners. He's all right.
Both of them climb to their feet best they can, hands bound.
So you had mentioned that now we would answer our comms. We only caught a couple words before. What were you guys trying to tell us or demand?
Nothing. We were just here to see if you had anything valuable. Your ship looks awful shiny. Pretty new.
Thought I heard some names in that broadcast. I'm doing
I think
what
some
I can.
kind of
to keep you alive.
role is necessary here.
That's fine. I'm doing what I can to keep you alive, but I need your cooperation.
I think
I
given
need to
how
know
you're
who
playing
else
this,
is-
it'd be a persuasion roll.
That's fine. There's another thing I would tell him is as long as you're on our ship, if somebody else is coming to shoot us down because of something about the ship or the people that are on it, we need to know because you're going to go down with us. Ugh. Slightly better.
Look, you don't have to worry. No one else is coming. So you can set
Still
your mind
be
at
good to know
ease.
why you came here.
What does it matter anymore? Doesn't matter anything. The deal doesn't matter anymore. Or been caught. You can rest assured. It's all over now.
Well, somebody made a deal for you to come after us. They might make a deal for somebody else to come after us.
Look, all I had was the name. Not like it matters anymore.
Well, I mean, what was the name? Like I said, I would
Thorn.
do everything I can to keep you alive.
It was just Thorn. Kira Thorn.
Kira Thorne. I is that anything that my character would know? Because I, as a person, I'm just
No, your character wouldn't know it. It says, look,
Okay.
communication came from a shuttle, a small shuttle of some kind. You sent us half payment up front. A hell of a sum of money. And told us the rest would be sent to us as soon as we got the person in our custody. If it makes you feel any better, the deal was only if she came back alive. Our plan was to intimidate you. Worst come to worst, wreck your ship and board you and take her alive.
well, that first missile knocked out our comms. So.
Oh.
And who did she need alive?
Some
Adira.
girl named Adira.
And do you still have that half payment stashed away?
Digital payment.
Okay. I'm just wondering. I'm not gonna take it from you, assuming that you're able to get out of this alive. It's yours.
Well, you shipped me
But
off to
could I?
ship me off to prison. Go liquidate my assets.
Sure.
Maybe, just maybe. I don't know if they can do it. I'll ask. If my crew can take a look at it, maybe they can trace where the payment came from. Maybe they can move that payment to somewhere where it's less likely to be found for when you get out of prison.
Be facing conspiracy charges if I think you're involved.
Well, I think it'll behoove us to know who paid you. I have to talk to them.
How do you know
but
you
if
can
you're
trust
willing
me?
for it,
How do you know you can trust me?
like if a payment came through, how long ago? A day, two, a couple hours? Like how long ago did you get this contract on us? They know we're going to be here days ago, or is it just something that just happened?
25 minutes ago.
Okay. So 25 minutes ago. If you're willing, I'll ask my crew to take a look at it and see what they can do, see if they can trace it. If they can trace it, maybe they can move the money for you. That information to me and probably to my crew is worth exactly how much is in that account.
Good luck.
So he never
Okay.
physically saw Kira, is what I'm understanding.
Are you
All right,
saying
so
that
let
to
me
him?
go.
Are you saying that to him?
Um,
Or saying that in front of him?
well, I'd say, did you ever see Kira?
No. Passing ships in the vastness of space.
Not even or what? I don't know, visual message or anything.
Yeah, we saw her on comms, but money was good.
Can you describe her?
Yeah. Redheaded, little ginger, but on the tall side. Tough looking chick.
Would
Well, let me
Arthur
hold on,
be
I'm gonna
able
let
to
GM
match
pull up
that?
GM pull up something.
Okay.
He said
Would Arthur recognize?
she had a unique look to her. She had a strike of green in her hair. Can't miss it.
Go.
Arthur remembers that Arthur remembers that
The
that describes the agent that appeared on your ship. He said I thought
Right.
one thing was weird about her though. I could tell in the message that she was covered in head to toe except her face. Powered armor though.
Hmm.
I suspect she was in that escape pod.
Gentlemen, thank you for the answers. We'll get back to you on the next steps. And with that, Clint is gonna kind of back out of the room.
Y'all are
To the
letting some girl gallivant around in Levi's armor.
Oh.
Yeah, we are going to take that back.
So is she not wearing the helmet just so that way she can wear a cowboy hat too? What's that?
So you can see her streak of green hair. No, I'm just
A little
playing.
vanity. Well, don't worry. You know what power armor can't stop? An alpha missile.
That is true. That's true.
Or psionics.
So yeah, no, Clint's gonna back out of the room. I don't know if the other two are gonna come with or not.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think the next session will be a good time to have the briefing with the IDF, and
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it here.
So
All right,
okay.
so thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back next week, of course, and we'll have the debriefing with the IDF. Players will get to decide how much and how much they're willing to tell ILAR Defense Force. I think the players should probably think about that, or at least how they're gonna smooth the information over if they're gonna tell them everything. I'll send a DM to Cliff, let him know what's happening. So,
All right.
yeah, so it could be an interesting scene. So, all right, so that's next week. So, all right, back next week, guys. All right,
cool.
bye,
Good night.
everybody.